Glasgow is well known for its humour, its culture. People make Glasgow, but some of those people are in need of our help. Drumchapel is one of the many areas of Glasgow with similar social and economical problems. One such problem being food poverty. And the good people of the Drumchapel Food Bank are attempting to combat this problem.
So my name's Ryan McGady, I'm the volunteer coordinator at Drumchapel Food Bank. It was started in conjunction with KCEDG and Drumchapel Life, who had seen a need for the service in the local community, had set it up through a big lottery fund, and it's kind of spiralled on from there. So at the food bank we help people from all kinds of different backgrounds and situations, mainly being people who are sanctioned by the Department of Work and Pensions. We also have people who are escaping abusive relationships, people who have went some sort of marital breakdown, maybe they've just lost their job and they're in the process of applying for benefits, or very commonly you get people who are shifting from one benefit to another, in which case a benefit gets stopped and a new claim gets put in, which can leave them without money for anywhere between 2 to 6 weeks, and we'll see them throughout that period. Drumchapel Food Bank sort of runs independently. We are funded by the local community, local business, independent events that we put on. We do receive third-party funding on occasion, but we have to apply for it, in which case you can be kind of fighting against a million other projects with different aims and values, and sometimes it's what the funders want to hear, sometimes it's not. I would say we're mainly run by the local community though, and through a sort of strong network of like local churches and businesses. People can be referred to Drumchapel Food Bank through a number of different ways. We used to have clients referred through a third party, but that was purely due to our big lottery funding, which specified that we had to do that. Now we can take people off the street, but they still go through the same referral criteria that has to be met. So people can be referred through like their doctor, the local job centre, through a friend, through the Drumchapel Money Advice Centre, through Citizens Advice, or if someone is struggling and identifies issue themselves, we have had people who just phone up and see what we can do for them. So yeah, in 2017 we done a sort of quarterly event called Soupworks, which was, the first one was in conjunction with Glasgow DJs Optimal. So we've been trying to do more sort of alternative fundraising, I would say, by putting on club nights, all-day parties, gigs, where there's food being served and stuff. I'm trying to find a way to appeal more to a younger demographic, to make them aware of the issue. A lot of young people, especially in where we were holding events in like the West End of Glasgow, maybe it isn't people that are directly afflicted with these kind of issues, but if you can tap into it and educate them, you find a lot of people gather an interest, and that can snowball into making a change. So we are looking to do more events in the coming year, but more sort of family-based, community-based events now, which we'll be doing in conjunction with a lot of other charities in the area. So here at the food bank we're sort of mainly run by volunteers. There's only 2 members of staff and about a team of anywhere between 16 to 24 volunteers. They've been a great help in the sort of day-to-day running of the food bank, with dating all the items, making sure the stock's been taken, rotated weekly. They do a lot of face-to-faces with the clients, they help with the run-in on a Tuesday, they help with the assessments, and mainly just sort of help us keep things moving at a pace which is needed with how quickly we get our referrals and how quickly we're putting food out.
I have volunteered in the Drumchapel Food Bank for the last few months, and I had worked in some places before that. I mean, I've known a few people who have found themselves in, need, and found themselves needing a food bank, and I figure I'm available, so why not help it? I mean, for all I know, in a few months I might need help. I mean, we get donations for a few different places. I'm sure you've seen like the trolley and that in the supermarkets.
It might be like a trolley or a basket, and anything that you can do to help fill that trolley would be greatly appreciated. Some wonderful people come straight to the office, and from there the volunteers will date the donations and stock up the warehouse. When you see all the donations together, you think, well, we're pretty stocked for the next few weeks, but the truth is, what we have doesn't last very long, so we're in constant need of donations. On Tuesdays we hold the drop-in, which means for the volunteers we must set up the tables and fill them with all the donations, and then when we're ready to go, we let the clients in. The clients are always grateful, and sometimes they really like a good chat, so much so that you could end up with a few queues forming behind them. I think I assumed that it would be all doom and gloom, but people are resilient, the people of Glasgow especially.
I love working in the food bank, but I'm also constantly aware that in Scotland there should be a need for a food bank. I think the people of the UK as a whole have been let down by those in power, and as usual it's the normal everyday people who are attempting to pick up the slack. I do worry that the government has come to rely on food banks as a sort of crutch. There are more and more food banks every year, and I think it's monstrous.
One food bank user has agreed to speak to me, but due to the stigmatisation she feels she may receive, we have agreed to keep her anonymous.
To start off with, I was embarrassed, but it's become a lifeline, mainly because when you don't have any money, that's where they feed you, basically. Because the benefits aren't very much, so you run out of money quicker, and they stop your benefits quite regularly.
How do you feel about having to use the food bank?
They're very helpful. They always give you the amount of food that you need, and there's a whole load of extras that they give you as well. I always thank them every single week, because if it wasn't for them we wouldn't eat.
Food banks are in constant need of donations, and we ask if you can, please donate or offer support of any kind. The Drumchapel Food Bank are in desperate need for donations.
So if anyone's interested in contacting the food bank, they can always drop into the office, which is located in Ladyloan Place in Drumchapel. They can also phone us or email us. We're always about Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Our doors are always open, really. We also have, information points at Drumchapel Shopping Centre and in a few of our charities in the area.
When it comes to the people of Glasgow, they're always up for a laugh. They're always rebuilding and creating. And when a good cause is placed in front of them, they always stand tall and help each other to the finish. People make Glasgow.